Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Paranormal News. Today's article comes from independent.co.uk, and the headline is Another Universe Existed Before Ours, and energy from it is coming out of black holes, says Nobel Prize winner. It was written by Adam Smith, and it was published 5 days ago. And it says here, Sir Roger Penrose also claims that another universe will exist after this one. There was an earlier universe before the Big Bang, and evidence for its existence can still be observed in black holes, a Nobel Prize winning physicist has said. Sir Roger Penrose made the claim after recently winning the award for breakthroughs in Einstein's general theory of relativity and proof of the existence of black holes. Sir Roger argues that the existence of unexplained spots of electromagnetic radiation in the sky, known as Hawking points, are remnants of a previous universe. It is part of the conformal cyclic cosmology theory of the universe, and it is suggested that these points are the final expulsion of energy, called Hawking radiation, transferred by the black holes from the older universe. Black holes are a region of space where matter has collapsed on itself and has such a high gravitational force that not even light can escape. Such an event may be occurring in the center of our galaxy. Reinhard Genzel and Andrea Ghez, who shared the Nobel Prize with Sir Roger, offered the most compelling evidence of a supermassive black hole in the middle of the Milky Way. There is a possibility that the timescale for the complete evaporation of a black hole could be longer than the age of our current universe, and therefore could not be detected. I claim that there is observation of Hawking radiation. The Big Bang was not the beginning. There was something before the Big Bang, and that something is what we will have in our future, Sir Roger said, according to the Telegraph. We have a universe that expands and expands, and all mass decays away. And in this crazy theory of mine, that remote future becomes the Big Bang of another eon. So our Big Bang began with something which was the remote future of a previous aeon, and there would have been similar black holes evaporating away via Hawking evaporation, and they would produce these points in the sky that I call Hawking points. We are seeing them. These points are about 8 times the diameter of the moon and are slightly warmed up regions. There is pretty good evidence for at least 6 of these points. However, many have criticized the idea, and the existence of the type of radiation from these black holes is yet to be confirmed. Moreover, if an infinitely large universe in one existence has to become an infinitely small universe in the next, it would be required that all particles lose their mass as the universe ages, a notion that has been met with skepticism. According to standard cosmology, the universe underwent a brief expansion or inflation after the Big Bang, which would have removed irregularities in the structure of the universe. In response, Sir Roger said that black holes were also dismissed as only existing in mathematics, until their existence in reality was proved. People were very skeptical at the time. It took a long time before black holes were accepted. Their importance is, I think, only partially appreciated, he said, as reported by the BBC. And that is, I believe, the end of this article. So this is a very interesting one, because here he is saying that the Big Bang was not the beginning. Now, for those that don't know, which I don't know who doesn't know what the Big Bang is, but just in case there's somebody out there that does not know that information. The Big Bang Theory essentially states that all matter in the universe was in one solid mass, one ball, and it exploded. And when it exploded, all of the matter in the universe started expanding outwards very, very quickly. And that's what formed our universe. He's saying that he believes that there was another universe before ours and that there will be one after ours. He believes it's a cycle. Some of the theories for the cycle basically state that all the matter in the universe was in one big ball. The Big Bang happened. The universe started expanding. At some point, the universe will start contracting again, end up in a big ball once again, and explode again. And that's the cycle. Other theories are that the black holes themselves are what cause the end of the universe because they are taking in everything around them. All matter around them gets sucked into the black hole and it just kind of collapses on itself. So the theory is that all of these black holes will swallow up all of space around them, all the planets, stars, everything, until it's only the black holes left. And then the black holes will swallow each other, I guess, and one way or the other, all matter in the universe will once again be in a tight little ball. And then the pressure will build to the point where it explodes again, and we have a new beginning of the universe. That's another theory. It doesn't really state in this article what he believes the cycle is. He talks about Hawking radiation and Hawking points. He talks about being able to see these things slowly escaping from black holes. But he doesn't really talk about what he believes the cycle is, just that there was a universe before and a universe after. So it'd be interesting to find that information out. I will look into that after this article and try to find that information. But this was a pretty interesting one. I like stuff like this because it kind of reminds you that, contrary to popular belief, science is not fixed. I hear this all the time on the news and in politics and and people that don't know anything saying it, that the science is settled on this issue or the science is settled on that issue. The science is never really settled on almost any issue. There's always new things to learn, and as you learn new things, it changes what you felt or thought or learned about a particular issue. It changes as new information comes in. So to say the science is settled is ridiculous because there's very few things in existence that the science is actually settled on. Now you might say something like a law of science would be something that the science is settled on. Something like the law of gravity. The science is settled on the law of gravity, you might say, because it's a law after all. We know that gravity exists. We know that it acts upon us to keep us on the earth and acts upon other objects. But I wouldn't even honestly say that the science of gravity is even really settled. Now, I'm not debating the existence of gravity here. I know gravity exists. But what I'm saying is there's always new things to learn. If we discover a new planet that we did not know existed, or if we simply go to a planet that we have not been to before, and we were able to measure the gravity on that planet and say, oh, well, the gravity is this. Like, for example, the moon, the gravity is supposedly 1/6 that of the Earth. So that, when we learned that information, that was new information. So that added to our understanding of gravity. So the science was not settled on gravity at that point because we learned something new that got added to that wealth of knowledge about gravity that added to the science. And it changed the thinking a little bit. It changed the thinking of, okay, that means that gravity isn't the same everywhere. So if you go to another planet or another moon, the gravity might be different than it is here on Earth. So that changes the scientific thinking on gravity. Now, I'm sure they had theories of that being the case long before they went to the moon, but that's the example I'm talking about. Is on every little thing, there are always things to learn that will change the science. So the science is never settled. This is challenging the Big Bang it's going to change everything about the Big Bang if you think about it. Because according to the Big Bang Theory, that was the beginning of everything. And here, this gentleman, Sir Roger Primrose, is saying that it wasn't the beginning of everything, that it had happened before. There was a universe before that, and there'll be a universe after ours is over. So then the question is, does it happen as a Big Bang every time? Is that the cycle, that all universe expands out, all matter in the universe expands out until it gets to a point to where the inertia of that matter moving slows to a point where it can't overcome gravity anymore and it's pulled back towards the center again? If there's a supermassive black hole in the center of our galaxy, is there a supermassive black hole in the center of every galaxy? And will they all operate the same way to pull all matter in that galaxy eventually into them, to where all you have is multiple black holes, and then they'll kind of suck each other up and it'll end up as one big solid ball again that will explode? Is that the cycle? Maybe. That's might be what this gentleman's talking about. It might not be. That is one theory that is out there, that has been out there. Very interesting article. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Let me know what you thought of it down in the comments. Who knows? That's the basic ruling on this one. Who knows, man? We learn so much stuff all the time, so much new information. It changes everything. And anybody that comes on here and tells you this is exactly what happened and this is exactly the way it is, they have no way to know that. They really don't. Remember, at one time, people didn't even understand gravity. At one time, people had no idea what the moon was made of. They had no idea that we could go there. At one time, people thought the world was flat. Some morons still do. So we're always learning new things. That's the point there. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed the article. I hope that you learned something from it. And let me know down in the comments what you think. And I will catch you on the next one. Until I speak to you again, love many, trust few, and do harm to none. God loves you, and so do I. Bye-bye.